Veterans of active duty military not in uniform may salute the flag. The anthem will be sung by Groton area senior Kate Tullis.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good evening and welcome to tonight's live stream broadcast on Hub City Radio with Aberdeen Christian Knights. Are going to be taking on the Groton Tigers. We're in Groton tonight. Glad to get out of the house after a couple of days of bad weather. We're looking forward to basketball here tonight. Beautiful national anthem just sung. Microphone was right up here beside us with a young gal. Brian and I were ready to join in, but we didn't. She did a great job. Starting lineups here tonight. This Aberdeen Christian are going to take on the Groton Tigers. Looks like they're doing some kind of gift bag giveaway for the seniors or something. But we'll go through our starting lineups here tonight. Aberdeen Christian going to start the same way they have for the last 2 years. Andrew Brennan at the guard. He's number 0. He's a 5'10" senior guard. Jackson Isaacson, number 2. He's a 6'3" senior guard. Number 4, Ethan Russell. He's a 6'7" guard forward, and he's a senior as well. Number 10 is Malik Weaker. He's a 6'1" senior guard. And then the big guy in the middle, number 30, Caden Clark. He's a 6'3" senior. So 5 seniors for the Christian Knights. Their last regular season game of these guys' career. They've had a great career here at Aberdeen Christian. 3 state tournament appearances, hoping to make that a 4th. Have big goals and big plans, but tonight they got to take on the Groton Tigers, Class A team here in Groton. Groton's going to start. Number 11, Cole Simon. He's a senior, 5'10", plays guard. Number 14, Blake Pauley. He's a 5'9", sophomore guard. Number 22 is Jacob Zach. He's a 6'1" junior, and he plays guard forward. Number 30 is Cade Larson at 6'2". He's a senior, and he plays guard and forward. And then lastly, number 40, Tate Larson, 6'4" senior, and he'll play inside as forward and a post. Groton, who beat Christian last year in a big game at the end of the year, they went on and went to the state tournament in Class A and lost a couple of really good players from that team last year. But the Knights and the Tigers have had a good rivalry here the last 3 years. Tigers have won 2 games against the Knights back in the Civic Arena in Aberdeen, and Christian, their lone win against the Tigers has been back here on their home floor against Groton in Groton. So 2 wins for Groton in Aberdeen and 1 win for Christian here in Groton. So we'll see if things can stay the same that way that trend continues and the Knights beat the Tigers here tonight in Groton. Just about ready for tip-off here tonight. We got a veteran referee crew, the Deutsches, and Dave Plantine. They're going to be throwing her up here shortly. Big ramifications for the seed points for the Knights tonight. This Class A team would be a 50-point game for them, and right now the Knights are sitting third, I believe, in seed points in the state, subject to what happens here tonight as teams finish out their records. Kind of a crazy tip. Nobody really controlled it or tipped it away, but Groton's going to come away with it as we get started here tonight in Groton. Knights in their man-to-man defense. Inside to Larson, tries to set up, kicks it back outside. 22 is going to drive, his shot is off and taken away by Jackson Isaacson, and Knights will push it up the floor and set up in their offense. Ethan Russell backs his man in, and he's going to get called for a hook. Call an offensive foul on that. I didn't see that. Must have been a little contact there. He called a hook, yes. So first foul in the first possession for the Knights. Groton goes to the bench right away. Must have started the kid for senior night here tonight. I'll catch who's in here shortly. Quickly ahead. Groton sets up against the Knights man defense. Played man all year. Little pick and roll on the side. Nothing doing inside to number 40, Larson. He backs in, nice pass, couple of passes, and finds a man open, but his shot's kind of altered by Jackson Isaacson. Quickly ahead, but it's deflected out of bounds. Knights retain possession at the half-court line. Nice to get back at it after a week of tough weather here in South Dakota. Still cold outside, but can get around here tonight. Nice. Knights will set up. Haven't taken a shot yet. See what they can dial up here in their second possession of the game. Russell's posted up inside. He's going to be wide open. Nice feed by Andrew Brennan. And Ethan Russell with the first basket of the night. Nice setup. 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Knights lead 2-0. Nice drive by number 11. Clark went straight up, but they're going to call a body foul on him. Simon's going to go to the line for 2 shots. So Clark's first foul, Knight's second foul. Knights are coached by Matt Rohrbach, assisted by Jared Becker, and the Groton area Tigers are coached by longtime coach Brian Dolan. Simon's first shot is good. Second one is up and off a little bit. Weaker rebounds, and Knights will set up with a 2-1 lead. Brennan's wide open over on the side. His three is in and out, but Russell's there. Had it for a moment, but doesn't come away with it, and Groton quickly ahead. Trying to run the court, quickly ahead to 40. Larson, his shot's up and good. Nice find. Groton leads 3-2. 5:51 into the first quarter. Weaker sets up for 3. His shot's hard, little short and off, and Groton will come away. Quick shot by Weaker. Groton will set up. Nice rotation out front. Inside to Larson. He backs his man down. Little jump hook is short. Rebounded by Isaacson, and Knights will run. Boy, Groton really got up the floor last time for that easy bucket. Something we're used to the Knights doing. Ethan Russell setting up inside, really trying to use his height to his advantage. Kind of takes a wild runner, and his shot is off and no good. Rebounded by Larson, and Tigers quickly ahead into their offensive set. Lots of cutting action here early as they go inside, outside. Number 11 takes a jumper from the wing. That's Simon. And Isaacson comes away with it again. Low scoring game here. 4 minutes and 30 seconds into this first quarter. Knights with just one bucket. Groton with 3 points. Andrew Brennan with a nice little spin move. Up off the glass and good. Aberdeen Christian takes the lead back at 4-3 with 4 minutes, 15 seconds left in this first quarter. Both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Inside, outside, long three is way off, rebounded by Russell way out front. The Knights will run ahead quickly here. Weaker to the hole, he's going to take it all the way. His reverse is a little short. Clark's there to clean up. His shot is up and no good, but he's fouled. He's going to go to the line for two. Weaker really took it hard to the hole. Kind of forced into an awkward shot. But running the floor pays dividends right there, and the Knights will come away with an opportunity for 2 free throws here. Leading 4-3, 3 minutes, 51 seconds left in this first quarter. Clark's shot is off, and no good on the first one. Boy, I'd really like to see the Knights take it to the hole and draw a lot of contact here tonight and shoot some free throws. Clark's second shot is going to be off as well. Jacob Zach will clear, and Groton will set up with an opportunity to take the lead, down 4-3. Wide open three from way up top is by Johnson. His shot rattles in and out, and Isaacson again with another rebound. Knights will set up, enter it inside to Russell, and he can't control it. It's going to be a turnover. So far, it looks like Christian's really trying to take advantage of Russell's size inside. Maybe not sealing as well as you'd like, and have only come away with one hoop out of that situation. So Groton will set up, trailing by one here, with just a hair over 3 minutes left in this first quarter. Nice driving kick inside. Larson set up way outside, and his shot is way off. Rebound by Brennan, and the Knights will set up here. 3 minutes left. Only 2 buckets. Brennan all the way to the hole. His left-handed shot just misses. Russell with a put back, and his shot misses, and Groton will clear and bring it the other way quickly. Groton really attacking quickly. I think we got away with a travel there, maybe Tietze, as he turned and spinned and changed pivot foots, but no call, and Groton will continue to attack here. Larson, step up and under is good. Groton will take a 5-4 lead here with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. Aberdeen Christian with the ball. Looks like Johnson, Furman, and Russell are all set to check in for the Knights at the next dead ball. Pass inside to Isaacson, and he's fouled. Groton's second team foul. Knights are going to bring those 3 subs in here as soon as the call is made. Knights will inbound under the basket. Coach Becker will dial us up an inbounds play here, and we'll see what happens here. Furman to inbounds. Weaker out on the wing to Furman. Knights will set up. Weaker setting his man up on the baseline, one-on-one. His step back is deflected away, and Tietze's going to take it all the way for a bucket. 3-point lead for Groton, 7-4. Weaker from way outside. His shot's off. No good. Furman keeps it alive, but it's deflected off his leg out of bounds by Simon. Nice play by Simon. Heads up play to realize the situation, got control of it, threw it off Furman, and Groton will bring it up, leading 7-4 here with a minute and a half left in this first quarter. Only 2 buckets for Aberdeen's high-powered offense. All the way to the rack is number 10, Tietze. His shot's off the mark. Russell will rebound, and he's taking it all the way to the hole. He's going to draw a foul. Kind of an awkward play, but he's going to end up going to the free throw line for 2. Andrew Brennan set to check back in here after this free throw. Knights are 0-2 from the free throw line tonight already. Russell's shot is up and good. Brennan's going to come in for Malik Weaker, give him a quick break. Russell can bring the Knights within 1 here with 1:06 left. Second shot is good, nothing but net. Isaacson's going to come back in as well for Ethan Russell. Russell with 4 here to start the game. And here comes Groton, quickly ahead, attacking. Trying to go quick, but yet showing good patience. Deep 3 from 10, way outside, is going to be an air ball. That's probably Groton's first real bad shot they've taken, although if that goes in, it's a great shot. But it's off the mark. Russell and Weaker back in. Looks like a little full court man pressure here as inbounds to Isaacson, and away we go. Just 37 seconds left in this first quarter. Knights trail 7-6. They set up, find Russell inside for an easy bucket, but he misses it. Gets his own rebound, shot back up and misses it again, and Groton quickly up the floor. Knights with a great opportunity in the paint, come away empty. Groton will have opportunity to hold it here for 1 as we're down to 10 seconds here right now. Kind of forced into a runner, and that's off the mark. Brennan's going to have a chance for a long one. He lets it go from just on this side of half court, and his shot's off, and Groton's going to go to the first quarter, leading 7-6 here. The low scoring game here at Groton. We'll be back in 1 minute. Well, we're back to Groton. Groton leading 7-6, but it'll be Christian Ball inbounding. They'll have an opportunity to take that lead back. Boy, at this rate, this could be some kind of record for rebounding here tonight. Lots of shots, not a lot of accuracy in that first quarter. Knights with just 2 field goals and two free throws. A lot of second shots opportunity too, and the Knights are going to turn it over. Going to be a 3-on-2 opportunity for Groton here. Quickly ahead to 10. He's going to lose it out of bounds. Weaker saves it, throws it off a Groton player. It'll be Christian Ball. Nice heads-up play by Weaker. Christian just been a little flippant with the ball, a little almost like they haven't played for a week or so. Maybe lost a few practices to the weather as well. Both teams a little bit sluggish here tonight. Jackson Isaacson brings the ball up, gets the Knights into their offense. Got Clark inside. Really been looking at Ethan Russell in the post here. There he is again over the top. He's going to get an easy look. Nice pass by Caden Clark inside to Ethan Russell. Russell with another field goal. He's got 6 of these 8 points for the Knights. Knights definitely looking for that. Russell inside. A definite height advantage. There's going to be a travel. They trying to take advantage of Andrew Brennan inside with Larson with his 6'4" size. But Ethan Russell jumps over to help defend and kind of took the guy off guard, and he traveled before he could throw one up. So Knights with an 8-7 lead, and the ball opportunity to expand this lead. Biggest lead they've had is 1. Brennan quickly to the hole. He finds Isaacson in the corner wide open. His 3 is off and short. Groton quickly up the floor. You got to get back on these guys. They are quick up the floor. Deflected away, or that would have been an easy layup there. Weaker got a hand on it. Groton really wanting to run tonight. Deep corner inbounds for Groton, trailing 7-8 here to Christian. Deep 3 by 10 is up and off. He keeps it alive. 10 is Teetsy. Nobody's made a long shot here yet tonight. Russell catches himself, uses his dribble up on the side, and gets in trouble. Weaker's going to take it all the way to the hole, but he's going to draw contact before. Teets is going to pick that foul up. His second, Groton's 4th foul already, with 6:10 left here in the second quarter. Low scoring game. Aberdeen Christian leading 8-7 here in Groton tonight. Most of the offense and shots have gone through Weaker and Russell. Weaker with another wide open 3 at the top. He's left alone and he knocks it down. First 3 for the night. That's going to draw a timeout from Dolan. He's hot at his players. Christian will go into this timeout leading 11-7. We'll be back in 1 minute. Well, after that 30-second timeout, Groton will inbounds the ball. Trailing 11-7. Weaker wide open from top of the key, knocks down that 3. Maybe that'll shake things loose here for Christian. They open up a 4-point lead here in Groton. 6 minutes left, just inside 6 minutes. Groton had some great looks from outside and haven't knocked one down. Clark's going to tap the ball off that Ringenberg's leg, and it'll oh, it looks like he got a foul. Clark got a foul out of that. Clark's second foul, 3rd team foul. Clark hasn't taken a shot here yet tonight. Isaacson only taken that 1 shot. Most of the offense has been through Russell. Nice post up inside by Larson. He patiently gets his man in the air and goes up and scores, and that brings Groton within 2. Knights will set up, work the ball. Russell from top of the key drives and kicks to Jackson Isaacson. His shot's just off. Groton will clear, and here they come. Quickly ahead over the wing, inside to Larson. He's going to dribble in, set himself up, gets a nice looking shot, but it's just off. Another rebound by Isaacson. I don't know how many he's got, but he's got a handful already here tonight. There's Clark inside. See if he can do something with it. He kicks over to Isaacson, who's wide open. His 3rd shot is the charm. 3's the charm. Isaacson for 3 in the corner. Christian jumps out to a 14-9 lead. Andrew Brennan putting a little pressure on the ball. He's going to pick up a foul. That's the Knights' fourth team foul here. Knights will go to the bench here again and bring 3 new guys in. Ellis Russell, Joey Johnson, and Connor Furman will come in. Clark and Isaacson to the bench. Starting to open up a little bit from the outside. Isaacson with the 3 and Weaker with the 3 here in the last minute. Christian jumps out to a 5-point lead. Points have been at a premium here. Been tough for both teams. Groton's patient, works inside. Kicks outside. 3 is off the mark. Rebound by Weaker. That 3 was by Warrington. Weaker rebounds, and he'll bring it up and set up quickly into Furman. Furman's going to drive all the way to the hole and lose it. I think he's going to pick up an offensive foul here. Should have just tried to take it right to the rim and score. Furman's going to pick up an offensive foul. Knight's 5th foul, his first foul on Furman. 4:05 left. Knights lead by 5 here in Groton. Groton will set up. Points have been tough for them here lately. I've said that a couple times, but have not got a shot to go down from the outside and have not got a good look lately. Work inside to Larson. He's going to draw a foul on Furman. Well, the Knights have tried to go to Ethan Russell inside, and Groton as well are trying to go to Larson inside in the mat. They must like that matchup. Offense goes through Larson a little bit. Drive by number 4 is off, and Furman will clean it up. Number 4, that's Ryder Johnson. Knights will set up out front. Johnson over to Weaker. Weaker will set up. Furman's going to pick up another foul on an illegal screen there. Kind of turned his hip. Didn't need to. Weaker went the other way, and he's going to pick up his 3rd foul. His 3rd in just a minute or so of action. That's too bad. Well, 14-9, 3 minutes and 23 seconds left here in the second quarter. Low scoring game here at Groton. Nice drive on the baseline. Gonna miss the shot, but cleaned up by Larson. His shot's up and good. I think that was Johnson, Ryder Johnson. He went right around his man. Had a great look and just missed the shot. Russell for 3 from way outside. It's off, no good, but Jackson Isaacson from the side, a high up in the air, tips it off the glass, and Isaacson's going to pick up that bucket and an offensive rebound. Knights stay up by 5. Picked away by Isaacson. He's going to take it coast to coast. His bucket is up and good. Jackson Isaacson with 4 straight points. Stretch this lead to 7. Nice hedge by Joey Johnson. 22 takes it all the way to the rim, though. That's Jacob Zach, and his bucket's up and good. Boy, just like that, Groton with back-to-back buckets after a long drought. Boy, Jackson Isaacson making his defense turn into offense. Russell spins and takes it baseline, but he's called for travel first. Took a step before he put the ball on the floor. That'll be a turnover. Groton will retain possession here on their opposite end. Trailing by 5 here, 18-13. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in this first half. Groton will set up, then using that high pick and roll the last few times. Knights like to switch. Ellis Russell steps right into the passing lane and takes it away. Beautiful defense by Ellis Russell, helping his teammates out. Ethan Russell's going to drive. His reverse is up and no good. Beautiful play, just missed a shot. That's too bad. Nice drive by Ethan Russell. Larson's going to take it hard to the hole. He's going to score and have an opportunity to go to the line for a 3-point play. Drove right into the man, got some contact. Scored, and will have an and one opportunity here. Fouls on Ellis Russell. Instead of being up 7, Knights are up 3, and they don't rebound. The game is tied. Lane Tietze knocks down the 3 from the side, and we're tied at 18. You don't do the little things, it'll burn you, and that's what the Knights just did right there. They're going to turn it over out front. Called Andrew Brennan for a carry. With 1 minute and 16 seconds left, Groton will have the opportunity to take their lead after being down 5. Just a few seconds ago. Knights have 8 fouls here now, so every foul is going to be putting Groton to the line, and I think Groton's going to pick up an offense. No, they called it on Weaker there. Guy kind of pushed off, but they called a little contact on Weaker first. His first foul, but Knights' 9th team foul already. So Groton will go to the line for a bonus. Boy, just a few seconds ago, it was 18-13. Now Groton going to take the lead. Tietz with a second one coming up. Groton's taking a 19-18 lead here in Groton tonight. Second one's off, but nobody boxed out the shooter, and Groton will take it over again. 2 straight possessions of missing a free throw and not doing the little things and rebounding. Wide open 3 for Tietz, and he's going to knock that sucker down from about 21 feet. His 3 is good, second one in a row. Groton with a 4-point lead, just like that. Scored 9 straight points. And the crowd's getting into it a little bit here. Russell drives, he takes it all the way to the hole. His left-handed shot's up and good. Makes it a 2-point game. Groton can go for the last shot here. 24 seconds here right now, leading by 2, 22-20. Any kind of contact and put yourself on the free throw line here in a double bonus. Kicked out front on a drive by Russell. Groton will inbounds underneath the hoop with 3.8 seconds left. 3.8, 22-20. See what Groton can dial up here. Quick shot. Nice drive. He's going to miss the shot. Oh, they're going to count it. They're going to say the shot was out of his hand before the light went off. Brian's going to show the replay, and we're going to see that was incorrect, but it doesn't matter. Groton will score at the buzzer, and they're going to go to halftime leading 24-20 here in Groton. We're back at Groton here, ready to start the second half here. Groton leading 24-20. Went on a 13-2 run the last 2-3 minutes of the game and went from down 5 to up 4 here. With a score at the bucket, and it's Groton's ball here as we'll set up in this third quarter. Nice pass inside, shots up and good by number 22, Jacob Zach. Groton with a 6-point lead. Boy, really, points were hard to come by for Groton that first half of the second quarter, and scored in a flurry here these last 3 minutes. Inside to Clark, he kicks it across to Isaacson. His three is going to be a little off the mark and hard. Rebounded by Simon, and Groton quickly ahead, and they'll set up with a 6-point lead. And the momentum here as we get going into this third quarter. Larson inside, he makes a little move, gets cut off by Clark, kicks it back outside. Groton will reset. Shots up, blocked by Clark, and the Knights will take over, come up quickly and set up in their offense here. Inside to Russell, he's sealing, but the kind of a tough pass, and Knights will turn it over. Turnovers and some really poor rebounding that last end of the second quarter, and Knights find themselves down to 8 here now. And looks like going to set up in something different here. Coach Rohrbach calls out something, and high pick and roll for Weaker. Inside to Clark. Clark's going to back his man down. Outside to Russell, his 22-footer is going to be off. Knights have settled for a couple of long threes here in this first quarter, in the first 2 minutes, and haven't scored. Find themselves down to 8. Groton's been patient. Kind of struggled shooting the ball. They find a man wide open inside. That's Zach. And just like that, it's a 10-point game. (30-20). Clark hasn't taken a shot here yet tonight. Really tried to go through Russell and Weaker. Finds Isaacson cutting to the hole. His left-handed shot's good. Nice little flip pass over his shoulder by Caden Clark. Knights don't seem to be panicking, or down 8. Gonna have to step up on defense here. Groton has scored every possession. 3 straight. Got the shot clock down to 10. They're counting it down here right now. Got the man way outside. Going to have to let one fly from way outside, and that's off. Clark rebounds, and good defense by the Knights. Quickly ahead, Weaker sets up. Finds Clark. Clark to Russell inside, and his scores easily. Knights have been trying to do that and just not effectively got it to the man. Groton will set up. Here, scored all but every time but that last one when the shot clock ran down. And nice drive by number 22, Zach. His shot's up and good. Back to 8-point lead here. 8-point lead. 32-24, 4 minutes left here in the third quarter. Clark out front, look inside. Isaacson's going to back his man down. The little push shot is off. Groton with a chance to take a 10-point lead again here. Brennan with a little bump foul out front. That'll be the Knights' first foul this quarter. Looks like Coach Rohrbach's going to take a timeout here. Down 8, takes a full timeout. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left in Groton. Groton leads 32-24. Now Groton's going to inbounce after that timeout taken by the Knights after Brennan picked up that foul. And fresh shot clock here with 3 minutes and 42 seconds left. They'll set up in their offense. Ball's tipped away by Clark. The Groton ball inside. Groton really running a nice offensive set here. Guys diving hard to the basket, cutting and finding him open. Outside to Simon, but looks like Larson's going to pick up a foul inside on a illegal screen. Groton's first foul this half. Larson's first foul as well. Knights down 8, 3 minutes and 29 seconds left here. They'll have a chance to chip away at this 8-point deficit. See what they can dial up here. Inside to Clark at the free throw line. Isaacson drives hard to the hole coming off that handoff. His little jumper is good. Knights trail by 6. Well, the Knights, one thing to their credit, they haven't lost their composure or looked frustrated at all, despite being down as many as 10. Larson inside trying to get some separation. His shot's way off, but he's going to catch his own rebound. I don't think it hit the rim, but we got a shot clock reset. Second shot's no good. And cleared inside by Russell. Ahead quickly to Weaker. Weaker's deep three is going to be off. And Groton will set up again. Quickly ahead. They run the floor well. Find Larson inside. He's going to muscle it up and lose it out of bounds. It's going to be Knights ball. Boy, kind of a wasted opportunity by Groton there. They had the ball with position inside and didn't come away with anything. Knights down 6. Inbounds to Weaker. With just a little over 2 minutes left here in this third quarter. Kind of a low-scoring affair here tonight. Clark out front, he hands off to Weaker. Clark dribbles down, uses his right hand, his little shot that we're used to seeing him make that all the time. He misses it. Outside to Russell. Rebounded by Weaker, and the Knights will reset here. Minute 45 left. Weaker's going to drive baseline, take about a 12-footer, and knock it down. Maybe that'll get them going. Down 4. Minute 35 here left in this third quarter. Knight's going to have to play good defense to get back in this thing. Ellis Russell in the game. I missed that. Pass inside to Larson, and he's going to go up and score and draw a foul. Boy, just what the Tigers needed to break momentum. Fouls on Isaacson, his first. Groton back up by 6, chance to go 7. His shot's way off, rebounded by Weaker. Groton by 6, minute 20 left to go in this third quarter. Inside to Clark, he kicks across to Weaker. His 3 is wide open, and he's going to knock it down. Malik Weaker from the corner for a 3. Draws the Knights within 3. Groton quickly ahead, though, in attack mode. Like you said earlier, Knights are going to have to play great defense here down the stretch to shore this one up. Long 3 outside by Ryder Johnson. He knocks it down. Nice drive and kick. Drive inside, kicks it out to Johnson. He knocks it down. Takes that 3-point Weaker made away and puts it back to a 6-point game. Isaacson's kind of knocked to the floor here as he's stumbling a little bit, but they're going to call a foul on Teets out front. That'll be a fresh shot clock, although there's only 31 seconds left in the quarter, so Knights will have the ball here with an opportunity to hold for 1 if that's what they want to do. Down 6. Connor Furman back into the game after picking up those 3 quick ones in the second quarter. His first appearance here. Johnson's in the game as well as Ellis Russell here, so some of the starters getting a nice little break here, plus the quarter break. Knights will be able to hold for 1 here. .15 seconds left. Weaker way out front by the Tiger. Drives all the way to the hole, and he's going to score. Left plenty of time for Groton to score here. They got 4 seconds as they bring it up. Force the guy into a half-court shot that's going to be short. So, going to go into fourth quarter. Knights trailing by 4, 37-33. We'll be back in 1 minute. Well, Aberdeen Christian's going to inbounds here at Groton, trailing by 4, 37-33. Played that quarter even with Groton, went into halftime down 4. Groton stretched the lead out to 10, and Knights closed it to within 4 here. Opportunity to get even closer as Russell finds Clark inside. His shot's wide open, and he misses it. And somehow Ellis Russell's going to pick up a foul there. Boy, missed opportunity right there. Clark had a money inside. Missed it. Ellis is going to pick up a foul. And Groton will have the ball up 4. Knights with 3 team fouls. Fouls weren't a factor in that first quarter. Got some kids running across the floor. Might have saved a life right there. Mr. Deutsch was quick on the whistle. So Groton will inbounds in front of their bench. 26 seconds left on the shot clock. And Groton will set up with a 4-point lead here. Low scoring game. Zach dribbling out front. It's kind of squared up like he was going to shoot. Going to force Groton into a tough shot. Air ball rebounded by Russell. Knights clear and he'll come back this other way. Weaker drives, finds Isaacson open in the corner. His shot's just off. Ethan Russell with the rebound on the backside, takes a dribble, and he's fouled. Russell to the line for 2. Chance to close this 4-point lead. Gonna look back and wish they would have scored on that last opportunity. They could be tying the game up here right now. Russell's first shot is up and nothing but net. Starters are in plus Ellis here right now. Ellis Russell playing. Groton with a guard-heavy lineup. Ethan Russell's second shot is up and good, and it's a 2-point game. Just inside 7 minutes left to go in this contest in Groton. Knights and the Tigers. Groton really has been deliberate with the ball. There we go. Oh. Isaacson's going to pick up a foul there. Man was backing him down and called a foul. So Groton will get a fresh shot clock inside with 6:42. Inbounds under their hoop. Kind of been a tough night. You don't know what's going to happen from the officiating end. Get away with a lot of contact 1 minute, the next minute just a little contact will draw a foul, just like in that case right there. Makes it hard for the players when they don't know what's going to be called. It's different every time. But it'll be Groton's ball again. 2 fouls here by the Knights. Their 5th team foul, and just like in the second quarter, picking up a bunch of fouls going into the end of the quarter. Shot's no good. Rebound by Isaacson, and he'll bring it the other way. Chance to tie or take the lead here for the Knights. Haven't been able to say that for a long time. Going back to middle of the second quarter. Knights led 18-13, and things got away. We've got, looks like an injured player. Number 24, Logan Warrington, must have twisted his ankle, and nobody noticed. And the refs picked that up finally and are going to get him off the floor here. Gonna be Knights ball here. They'll inbound in front of their bench. Trailing by 2. This Groton club's a solid club. Got a winning record here in Class A. State tournament appearance last year. Veteran players back. I was just going to say, there's a case where Weaker's drawn a lot of contact, no call, loses the ball out of bounds, and then suddenly it's foul called, which is the right call, just a little slower than you'd like. Clark's going to come off and Furman in. Weaker will inbounds, down 2 under the hoop here. Finds Ellis wide open underneath. There's a lot of contact as Russell drives to the hoop. A lot of contact on that rebound. And they're going to end up picking a push foul for the Knights. Man. Couple of opportunities there. Got to make your own luck sometimes on the road, and you just didn't get it. Furman's going to pick up his 4th foul. Hasn't played much, and he's got 4. Boy, Russell took a lot of contact as he drove to the hole and shot that ball up. No more than what they called the time before on Weaker's drive. But Groton with a chance to extend this 2-point lead. Long 3 from top of the key is an air ball. And Groton's going to lose it out of bounds. So another chance for the Knights to get back in this thing. Trailing by 2, 37-35 with 5:27 left in the game. I'll quit whining about fouls. Weaker out front. Little hesitation move. He'll reset on the pick and roll here. Draws a double team. Finds Furman inside, wide open. Over to Isaacson in the corner. He's wide open. His shot's just off. Furman rebounds inside to Weaker, who's wide open. His shot's going to be good for 3. Knights take the lead 38-37 with 4:59, and that's going to draw a quick timeout from Weaker. Knights have not led since they led 18-17, going way back. We're going to go into this timeout with a lead, 38-37. Back in a minute. We're back at Groton with 4 minutes, 58 seconds left. Groton inbounds the ball, trailing by 1. They've held the lead into the second quarter, the whole second half, right up until Weaker just knocked that 3 down. Groton showing good patience like they have this whole second half. Kick it all the way across, but Weaker's there to take it away. Momentum shifted a little bit here as the Knights bring it up. Isaacson going to drive all the way to the hole. He shoots a left-handed layup on the right side, misses it. Russell there with the rebound. His left-hand shot is good. Knights take a 3-point lead. Coach Dolan is all over the refs. He was all over the refs into that timeout for about 30 seconds of it, and he's all over him right now. I don't know what he's unhappy about. Knights are going to pick up a foul there. Jacob Zach was going to drive to the hole, and he's fouled before anything happens. Coach Dolan is all over the refs here again, still all over him. They're telling him to settle down and sit down. He's going to pick up a tee here, maybe not. Picking up a warning of some kind. Just a warning. It's going to be a bonus here. That wasn't a shooting foul. Zach was fouled as he started to drive, but they called it on the drive. He's going to have a bonus. Groton down 3. His shot's up and good. Kind of getting ticky-tack out here. I don't know what's going on. Ellis Russell and the shooter had a little contact there. And refs are telling him to shake and make up. Sackle stepped in the line, chance to draw within 1. His shot's up and good. Christian with a 1-point lead in the ball with 4 minutes and 7 seconds left as we go backcourt, front court. We're in for a good finish here. Russell around his man, hard to the hole. His shot's off and no good. Man, a great drive. Just didn't finish. Groton's going to be ahead quickly here. They have a 2-on-1 break, and they're going to score and take the lead. Boy, Groton will make you pay if you don't pay attention to the details. Weaker drives to Isaacson. Isaacson out to Weaker all the way to the hole. He's going to draw some contact opportunity. I thought his shot was going to be good, but he's going to go to the line for 2. Groton with a 1-point lead. 41-40 with 3 minutes, 29 seconds left. Weaker's going to go to the line for 2. And Teets is going to foul out. He picked up his 5th foul. I didn't realize that. Lane Teets with his 5th foul. He's going to go to the bench. Done for the night. Groton with 5 team fouls this half is all. Weaker's first shot is off, rims out. He's got one more chance to tie here. Coach Rohrbach sends everybody back. Groton's been burning the Knights on fast breaks. Weaker's second shot is no good. Groton will retain that 1-point lead. Have to set up without Tietz in the lineup. He's been very effective tonight. Inside ball's kicked though. Knights take it away, but it was kicked. And the shot clock will stay the same since we're over 15. It'll stay at 19, and Groton will inbounds on their own baseline down there. Groton patiently sets up. Guy drives to the hole. It's going to be off a Knights player out of bounds. Man, everybody in there. Nobody could pick it up. So, fresh shot clock, 3 minutes, 1 second left. Groton leading by 1, 41-40. Wind bounce again on the baseline. Nice defense by Isaacson. Zach just spins and goes around him and scores. Groton with a 3-point lead. Boy, Ethan Russell driving to the hole and looked like he was getting in trouble there. Groton comes away with the ball, but they're going to call a contact foul first, which is consistent the way it's been played here tonight. Russell's going to go to the line for a bonus, I believe. Nope, still just 6 fouls now. The refs are talking to the players inside again about the contact going on. Weaker's got the ball in the corner. He squares up and he's going to drive. He's going to draw a foul. Well, Weaker's going to go to the line for another 2. He's not getting up as quick as the last one. Knights down 3 here in Groton with just 2 minutes and 32 seconds left. Weaker missed his last 2, but he's going to go to the line for another 2. Both teams have 17 fouls now, so we'll shoot a free throw on every foul the rest of the way here. Starters all back in for the Knights this last 2 minutes and 32 seconds. Ellis Russell with some good minutes here tonight for the Knights. Weaker's second shot is up and good, and the Knights are within 1. Groton leads 43-42, 1 possession game. Groton showing good patience like they have all night, working the ball. Going to pick up a foul out front on Clark, though. That's going to send Jacob Zach to the line for a bonus. Boy, this game looks like it could turn into a free throw contest here down the end if the way guys are driving, picking up fouls. Zach's shot's up and good. Groton with a 2-point lead. He'll step back to the line for his bonus. Second shot's no good. Hard off the back iron, and Russell will clear it. Knights down 2. Chance to tie or take the lead here. And going to turn it over out front. Larson's going to take it all the way to the rim, and he misses it. Rebounded by Russell, ahead quickly, and it's like it never happened. Over to Isaacson in the corner, into Russell inside. He's wanting to take his man one-on-one. He backs him down. Spins, shoots about a 10-footer. It's off, no good. Bob's here for the rebound to Russell. Shots up and good. Game tied, 44. 44. How did the Knights survive that? Boy, that last 30 seconds was not pretty by either team, and Christian comes away with a tie game here. Minute 22, 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Groton again patiently waiting. Any foul will put you on the free throw line here the rest of the game. Clark playing Larson one-on-one inside. Groton's going to drive to the hole and going to pick up a foul. Isaacson with a foul. That's going to send number 4, Ryder Johnson, to the line. A 6'2 freshman. Well, it's a pressure situation. Can the freshman come through at the free throw line? Minute 3, 44-44. His first shot is up and good. Just like you practice it every day. Groton with a 1-point lead. Second one's nothing but net. Groton with a 2-point lead. 46-44. Christian with the ball. Oh, Weaker with a nice drive. Pass is tipped away. Groton quickly ahead. Got the advantage here. Up 2. They're going to run her down a little bit here. And take a timeout. Coach Dolan with a timeout, leading 2. Full timeout here in Groton. Groton leads 46-44. We'll be back in 1 minute. Well, Groton's going to inbounds with a 2-point lead. 46.2 seconds left, 26 seconds on the shot clock. Knights bring in a couple of new guys with the idea they're going to foul here quickly. And they do. Joey Johnson with a quick foul. That's going to send Larson to the line for 2. Tate Larson with a good game tonight for Groton. Knights with 10 fouls, so they're going to be double bonus the rest of the way for Groton here. Larson's first shot is up and good. And the Knights will sub defense for offense as Clark and Russell back in. Knights are going to be down a couple of possessions here. Going to have to score quickly. Hope for a Groton miscue here now. Larson's second shot is in and out. 3-point game. Knights with a chance to tie here on a 3. And Coach Rohrbach's going to take a timeout. Down 3, looks like a full timeout. So we'll be back in 60 seconds, Groton. Well, Knights are going to inbounds, down 3 with 35.7 seconds left here. Inside to Clark. Out to Brennan. They run Weaker off a screen. He's shots open on the side. It's no good, but rebounded by Brennan. Knights will have another shot at it here. And it looks like Knights are going to take another timeout. Down 17-8. They can hold for one shot if they want. Go for the tie here. They're down 3. Going to be a 30-second timeout. Just a 30-second timeout, so we'll be back in a few seconds here in Groton. Knights down 3. Knights down 3, 17.8 left. Groton may foul just to not let the Knights have a 3 here. Russell's going to set for one way outside, and it's good! From 22 feet, Ethan Russell ties the game at 47. Knights are putting a little pressure on Groton here. 3 seconds left. They might not get a shot off. Trying to call timeout. The horn sounds, but I think they're going to give them a timeout with maybe a second left. Refs are getting together. Ethan Russell with a big, deep 3. Pulls up and knocks down the shot of the night for the Knights. Ties the game at 40 seconds. 47-47. Looks like they are going to give Groton a full timeout here. We don't know how much time's on the clock here. But we do have a full timeout, so I think we'll take a 60-second break, and we'll let you know when we come back. Groton's going to inbounds with 1.3 seconds just on the other side of half court. What can you get off in 1.3? Going to probably try to throw it all the way down, and they do. They chuck it deep. Guy's got to get a shot at it, and Jackson Isaacson blocks it out of bounds as the horn sounds. Everybody's chest bumping. What a turn of events here this last minute. Big 3 by Ethan Russell to tie the game at 47. The guy looks like he's going to get a shot in the corner, and Jackson Isaacson skies and knocks it away. We were just talking before that shot. If you're Groton, should you foul and put the guy on the free throw line and not give him a chance to hit a 3? I said you should. Brian said no. And Ethan Russell with a big 3. Oh. No. Yes, that was a block shot here. Looking at the stats a little bit here as we go into overtime, looks like Russell's got 15, 16, 19 points. Ethan Russell with 19 here so far. Malik Weaker with 3 threes, a pair of 2s, and a pair of free throws. So he's got 15. Brennan with 2. Isaacson with 11 as we're going to go into overtime here. First overtime game of the year for the Knights. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. We stay the same directions here. Fouls stay the same. Christian with 10, Groton with 7. So every foul is free throws from here on out for both teams. Last game of the year, overtime. See if we can have a little better jump than we did that first time, and it's controlled by Groton again. So Groton will set up with a fresh shot clock, 4 minutes of overtime. Groton sets up. Little shot inside is off the mark by number 22. That's Jacob Zach, but Christian can't control the board, and it goes all the way out to the sideline, and Groton only rebound with a brand new shot clock. 3:42 left in this overtime. Dare we say first overtime? Not that we're looking for more, but it is the first overtime. Zach drives, penetrates, his shot's blocked, taken away, touched by Clark, but picked up by Isaacson, and Christian will have a chance to take the lead. Had one lead in the second half, very briefly, led most of the first quarter and second quarter, and Groton has been in control most of the way. Weaker's going to drive and kick to Russell. Wanted to take the three. Kicks to Isaacson deep in the corner. His shot is up and good. A deep three by Jackson. Isaacson gives Christian their first lead for a long time. Back-to-back big threes. One to send the game to overtime by Russell and one by Isaacson to give him the lead. Ball's tipped away. It's going to be off the Groton player. Looked like it was going to go the other way. And Dave Plantine says stays here on the Groton end. Boy, from my vantage point, 100 feet away, it looked like it was off Groton, but I'm a homer. Groton inbounds on the Christian baseline all the way out front, and Isaacson's going to steal it anyway. Christian up three. Coach Rohrbach wants a 30-second timeout. He wants to set something up here. 50-47. We'll have a quick 30-second timeout, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. Or it's a full timeout, I'm sorry. We'll be back in a minute. Well, we're back. Christian's going to inbounds after that timeout. They have a 3-point lead. They have the basketball, and they have the possession arrow in their favor. As they set up here, Clark to Weaker, goes backdoor. His shot's up off the glass and good. Assist by Clark, bucket by Weaker. Christian up 5. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in this first overtime. Nice drive inside to Larson. His shot's up and blocked by Ethan Russell. He doesn't think he fouled, but he's going to pick one up. Again, from my vantage point, way up at the top. Halfway away, looked clean to me, but Brian thought it was clean. We got our normal live stream crew here tonight, minus Rob Waltman. Dave Palmer here on the vocals. I should have said that right away, doing the call for you. Our cameraman, Brian Econger, and our producer, Talmadge Econger, doing the normal bang-up job that they do. Larson's first shot is up and good. Second one is on the way. Rims out. Knights with a 4-point lead in the basketball. Knights have scored 3 straight times here on a night that points have been kind of hard to come by. Back to Clark at top of the key. Knights showing a little bit of patience here. Get the shot they want. Late in the shot clock. Weaker drives. Back to Brennan. Brennan drives. Back to Weaker. 5 seconds left in the shot clock. Weaker's going to let one fly here. Step backs from way outside, and it's good. Man, I blew the horn on myself there. Blew the mic out. Weaker with a deep three. Did it all himself. Knights are up 7 points, and they're going to turn it over. Weaker tips it ahead to himself. He's going to go up for a layup and score. Knights up 9. Minute 22, and the wheels have fallen off for Groton. Coach Dolan with a timeout. Everybody's jacked in the Christian crowd. Knights up 9. We have a full timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute. Boy, we're back. Knights have come alive in this overtime. Have a 9-point lead. Minute 19 left. Knights showing a little full court pressure here. Just guarding their man. Been ticky-tack all night. A lot of contact on everybody. Have to stop and talk to the guys again. Groton quickly ahead. Here they come, and Isaacson's going to pick up a silly foul. Going to put him on the line with no clock running. Knights have 10 team fouls, so everything is a two-shot foul, no matter where it happens, how it happens. And Jacob Zach will go to the line for 2. His first shot's up and good. Groton pulls within 8. And Coach Dolan not going to let any timeouts go to waste. He's going to take a 30-second timeout, so we'll be back in 30 seconds. Well, Jacob Zach's going to go back to the line for 1. His shot's up and good, so Knights have a 7-point lead here. The ball, a minute 16 left here, and Groton's either going to get a turnover or going to have to foul. And there they do. They pick one up on Jackson Isaacson. Fouls on Ryder Johnson. Going to send Jackson Isaacson to the line for a 1-and-1. Boy, unless the Knights can't make a free throw, they're really in the driver's seat to finish this one off. 8 team fouls for Groton. Isaacson's shot's way off and no good. Groton with a chance to make it a little closer game. Trailing by 7 with just a minute left right now. A quick drive to the hole by Jacob Zach, and just like that, it's a 5-point game. 9 point to 5, and Weaker's going to go to the line now. Fouls on number 20. I don't have him in my program. Didn't catch his name. Weaker with a chance to increase this lead from 5. His shot's up and good. A lot of rim on that one, but it went in. 6-point lead, which is just a 2-possession game. That could still doable by Groton. Second one is up and good. Nothing but net. 54 seconds left. And Groton's going to almost turn it over there. Instead, they're going to take a deep three. That's going to bang in there by Ryder Johnson. That's going to make it a 4-point game. Groton uses their last timeout with 44 seconds left. And we'll take a break and be back here in 60 seconds. Well, Christian's going to inbounds here with a 4-point lead, 45 seconds left in the game. Ball goes into Brennan, to Isaacson, to Weaker. That's the end we want to have them foul. And they do. Boy, they could have fouled Brennan and Isaacson down on the other end really quickly. Kind of played for a steal, but instead Weaker got the ball and was able to dribble into a foul. Now both teams have 10 fouls, so everything is a 2-shot foul from here on out. Weaker shots up and no good. Leaving the door open here. And Knights are going to sub Brennan and Clark out. And Ellis Russell and Connor Furman in. Weaker's missed 3 free throws tonight. His second one is good though. Takes the lead back to 5, 60-55 with 35 seconds left. Another long three by 22 is no good. Another long three is going to be knocked down by number 11, Cole Simon. And ball into Isaacson, and he's fouled. Just a 2-point game. Knights had a 9-point lead just a minute ago. Boy, that's what the 3 ball will do for you. It can change the game, just like it changed the game for Christian and put it into overtime. Isaacson back to the line where he missed a 1-and-1 here just a minute ago. Knights by 2. Isaacson's shot is up and good. Knew that was coming. 3-point game. .4 seconds left. Isaacson's second shot is good. The senior salts it away. Groton cannot stop the clock. They have no timeouts. They drive to the hole. Shots up and good. 2-point game into Furman to Weaker, and Weaker's fouled. Smart play by Connor Furman to get rid of the ball to the senior quickly. So we've got a 2-point game. Weaker can put this thing away with a pair of foul shots. If he makes them both, Groton has no timeouts, so no matter what they do, they'd have to score in less than 4 seconds, and Christian doesn't even have to inbounce the ball. Weaker's shot is up and good, so that's a 3-point game. Christian could just play token D and run the clock out here on Groton. Second one is up and good. Coach Rohrbach's going to let his team know that it's over. Just don't want to make any silly mistakes down this stretch. The Christian's going to use their last timeout, a full timeout. We'll be back in 60 seconds. back to Groton. Christian leading by 4, 64-60 with 9 seconds left. As long as you don't foul a three-point shooter, you're no way you can lose here. Shots off the mark, rebounded by Furman. Out to Russell, and the Knights are going to win. What a game for Aberdeen Christian going into the postseason to win a back-and-forth contest against a Class A school. A couple of huge shots. Ethan Russell with a big three to send the game into overtime. Malik Weaker with a couple of huge shots in the overtime to take an early lead, and Christian is going to come out of this one and finish the year 18-2. Going to come out of this one with a 64-60 win tonight. Hope you enjoyed the game. Listening from wherever you were, we sure enjoyed ourselves this year bringing you the live stream with our crew of the Econgers. Talmadge as our producer, Brian, the cameraman. We've had Rob Waltman and Dave Palmer on color off and on this year. Dave here tonight by myself. But thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the postseason. Good night, everyone.